One, two, 1, 2, microphone check. Anna, now you can see and you can hear everything. Hello, hello. Anna, can you see now? By the way, let me know about this mic. You see my cool microphone setup? It's high end. So let me know in the chat. Can you hear me okay? Is the sound okay? Is it okay? It's not great, but let me know. Like, I'm trying to see if it goes a lot to the red. Hopefully not too much. Tere, tere, tere. Moi, moi, moi. So hello, everyone. Let's just wait for a second. This is very awkward to do this. I haven't done this in a long time. It's normal. Good. Okay, very good. But yeah, during this, whatever, let me know if there's something. If it's like really, if there are some sounds coming other than my words, or if it's too loud, or if it's too loud, or if it's, I don't know, if you can hear me, then I will try to figure it out. Yeah, it's a high-end microphone setup. I broke the microphone that I use when we teach classes, and then I was using another microphone, but that wasn't mine. That was a good one. But I'm planning to get a proper microphone, so hopefully soon I will have something. But let's start. I'm just gonna, so hello everyone, and just a second. I can't show. Oh, that's weird. You can see me, right? I know. It's there. You can see me, so yeah, very good. I can't change the. I had some text that I wanted to show, but never mind. Let's just forget that. So this is about this is about many things. This is always difficult for me because I'm talking to many people at the same time. So some of you are here, or some of you in the future will see this because you are interested of YOGAFUNC. Yes, very good. You can see me. So some of you are interested about YOGAFUNC, and you're not really that interested about pretty much anything else I do. But some people might come here because you were practicing daily with me online, or maybe you practiced with me before, or whatever. So different groups will see this. So it's difficult for me to always to talk. I'm not good at this. I don't know how to do this. So I will just do my best. This video is more about YOGAFUNC, but I will also talk about what I've been doing because I haven't been teaching. So, and they're also about will I teach? Because I haven't been teaching. I haven't been teaching online since. When was it? June, I think. And now it's October. By the way, if you at any time, if you have anything you want to comment, I can see the chat right there. So please do that. And if you have any questions, Anna, if you have, or Daniel, if you have any questions, or anyone else who is here live, please do that so I can respond. So, like some of you know, I study carpentry, and I just want to say a few words about that. I went to this internship, or this thing that we have to do when we study this. So I studied for 2 years, and this is the second year now. But I went to do this practical. My microphone shows red, so let me know if it goes harsh on your ears. I went to this company, a factory, to build things as a carpenter. And this was what I was practicing to do. It's part of the school thing. And I talked about this. I talked about it in the posts that I did, and I talked about it in the videos that I did way beforehand that this will happen. And I've also talked about the future of me as a yoga teacher, which I clearly stated that it's a question, like a big question mark at the moment. And this year is the year when I decide what I will do. Because for me, it's not, I don't have to teach yoga. And I will try to be very frank, very straightforward and honest here, authentic. I will try to just share what I think as straightforward as I can. So me and yoga, it's a relationship that has evolved a lot, and it's when I see myself in some old videos, let's say 5 years back or something like that, or more, it's comical for me. It's funny for me because the way I approach yoga is very different nowadays. Yoga is not that important to me anymore. And I'm not saying that yoga is not a great tool. Yoga is a great tool for the body and the mind, but it's not something that will there are more important things in life and death than the practice of yoga. So it is great. So now as I work as a carpenter, I will come back to that. As I work as a carpenter, my background in yoga is great because my physical body functions well. I can do things, and that's great. So I don't have so many limitations in my body. Or my breathing is great, so I can have a deep breathing, and that will help me in situations when I need that. But I've talked about this as well, that there are many things. I will come to YOGAFUNC. YOGAFUNC people, just hold on a second. By the way, I think afterwards, not today, but maybe later, I will add some chapters. I will add some information down below in the description, so you can then go to the right section if something is, if this doesn't interest you. Okay. I went to, I'm just gonna, I have to go back to the topic. Otherwise I will just go and I will be talking and talking and talking and I will never get to the point. Okay, so I'll just, just stop it there, time out. I went to work as a carpenter in the factory where we build different things. So I work as a carpenter, and after 7 weeks of doing that, it went really well. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's a very, very physical work. This video is so funny. It's a very physical work, and I love it. It's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for this aspect to my life, and I enjoy it a lot. So from 7:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. I work physically and I build. In addition to that, there are, like, for some reason I maybe think a little bit differently. So there are also other things that I kind of I plan ahead a little bit, and I take care of certain things because I'm not like 20-year-old anymore. I've done a lot of different things, so it's natural that I have this tendency to kind of look ahead and try to make things better, right? This is just because I've done many different things, not carpentry, but still I can use my background, the things that I've done in my past, into this thing now. So it's been really interesting because it's physical, but at the same time it's also something that I can use some of my skills today that I've learned from the past. So yeah, I work there now full time, and that is why I'm not teaching yoga online, because 4 p.m. when I end my work and I come home, I'm dead tired. Now I'm dead tired as well, and I love it. It's nice to have a physical work, and then in the Friday evening you come home and you're like, whoa, weekend sauna. My sauna is on, so I have 45 more minutes and I'm absolutely done. I will end this because I will go to sauna. Okay, so let's talk about YOGAFUNC. Let's get there. YOGAFUNC reset. So when I mentioned when I was doing the previous release that, okay, I had challenges because of this work, which is so challenging, and then I was like, okay, now I know this and I can handle it, and this release will come on time. It didn't, and I didn't handle it very well. But there are other reasons as well, because I felt that there's something has to change, and I was considering, will I continue doing this or will I not continue doing this? And this is the topic of this year. I've talked about this before, me and as a yoga teacher, will I do this or not? Because I don't have to. Like I said, yoga is a great tool, but I can live without yoga, and especially I can live without teaching yoga. It's nice to teach you yoga, but doing it only online is a challenge. It is lacking something, and at the same time as it gives something other, right? I can connect with people from different countries, and that's great. Anyway, so regarding YOGAFUNC, I was like, okay, what do I do with that? So should I end it? Because I have considered that long, like for many, I don't know how long. I have considered that option for a while, that I would just end it. But I always kind of felt that, no, I'm not done with it. It's a valuable thing to do, and I want to keep doing that. So then I was like thinking, okay, so if we want to do this, then I don't want to do it alone. Because I feel that, especially now as I'm working full-time, physical hard work, then doing this on top of that is a challenge. So then I felt that, okay, I don't want to do that. So end it or find people to do it with. So that is what has been going in the background here. There's been a discussion with some people that maybe we would do it together. And that was an option, but eventually things worked out in a way that, and it worked out quite nicely actually when I look at it from my perspective now. I'm not doing it with anyone else. I'm not really, I don't even want to do it now I don't want to create a team, because we were considering to do a restart, like kind of build it up again, YOGAFUNC, and start it again. So this is not what I want to do, but I will keep doing YOGAFUNC. But I changed how I do it. So let's go to the specifics. First of all, 4 releases like always. That's the plan. As long as I change the plan. If I see there's value in it, I will keep doing it. If I don't see value in it, I will not do it. It's that simple. 4 releases a year. Same time, September, December, March, June, and so on. So 4 releases. The music, some are concerned about the music. I will use normal music that I find on Spotify. I have now recorded 4 tracks of the new release and posted here on this YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to this channel. This is what I use for YOGAFUNC. If you are interested of YOGAFUNC, please do subscribe. Just click a button. Doesn't cost you anything, but it will help the channel. It will help people to find the concept. The more people find this concept, the more secure this concept is. In a way that was probably one wrong word, but the more certain it is that it will continue. The more people do it, the more I will then understand, okay, I will just keep doing this, right? It's simple. But if no one is interested, why would I do it? Because it's not that important to me, even though it is my baby. It is important in a way, because I have done it a lot and I do love the concept. But I will come... Ciao, Carlis. I love the concept, and I will... Okay, let's go into it. Sorry. Ciao. So, subscribe to the channel so that I know what's going on. I know there's interest, and I will just keep doing it. When I was considering different things, and I'm not going to go into details, like there were possibilities of a great new restart, like that we really start to go big with it. I'm not talking big like business-wise, but big in a way that we put some effort into it. This is not going to happen. There's not going to be a big new beginning, but there's going to be a reset, the great YOGAFUNC reset. It means that when I was in that place where I was like, okay, so what will I do? I did a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplation about what to do with the concept. End it or what? So what I did one night was that I started to listen to YOGAFUNC release number 1. It's in Spotify. You can listen to it. By the way, in the description of this video, when you go and subscribe to this channel, so when I end this, I hope, Anna, you should subscribe to this just because you want to support me and my work. it doesn't matter if you're interested in yoga funk or not. Daniel, of course, you should subscribe to this channel, of course, and all the funksters who will see this video, of course, you will subscribe to this channel so that I know that it's worth doing. If you don't know what yoga funk is, who cares? Just subscribe to the channel. I started listening to Yoga Funk release number 1. So, by the way, in the description, yeah, my Spotify playlist number 46 is there, the link. Also, my Spotify profile link is there. So go there, and then you can find all the, thank you, all the Yoga Funk releases. So there's 46 of them now. The music, you can go and just listen to it. So I listened to Yoga Funk release number 1 that I started doing in spring of 2011. My daughter, who was just here, was born in the spring of 2011. So I have 3 kids, Inge-Lise, Max Ersberg, and then Yoga Funk. Now my son came here. So I was listening to Yoga Funk release number 1, and I was like, this sounds, the music is great. I love the music, but I was listening to the tempos. You who know Yoga Funk, you know what I'm talking about. Well, this is also tempo. This is the full Vinyasa 67. So, thank you, Anna. So, when I was listening to that, I was like, why did I choose this song? This is so fast, and it's weird. Like, okay, would I do this? Like, could it work? And I was like, it doesn't work for me, for my breathing, because I, of course, a lot of yoga practice, so the breathing changes and all that. But then I realized that maybe this is actually really good for many people. Like, if a regular person comes to yoga, they don't have the breath, the same breath. So it's good that it's a little bit quicker sometimes, especially when the movements are more difficult. So in the future, most likely, I will play a little bit more with the tempos as well. So maybe get a little bit more range, like quicker and slower. Well, slower is not like the slow songs are slow songs, yes, like we do now, but maybe have also those quicker songs in certain parts. So I will kind of give myself permission to go a little bit wider with the range. But that's not an important fact. What is important, though, is that I was listening to the release, and I was like, this track, and I went through that all, and I enjoyed it a lot, and then it ended. I was like, yeah, it was short. It was really short. And this is also the experience I had when I filmed some of the older releases. I went down all the way down to, I think, 17, release number 17. So now we're doing 46, or where I'm launching 46. So 17, I came down to that, and I will go down to 1. Okay? So when I was doing these online, some of these classes, I really enjoyed it, how it went like quick. It was kind of intense, and then it just ended quickly. And that was actually, when I started doing Yoga Funk, that was one of the ideas of Yoga Funk. That when I did the concept, I was thinking about sports clubs, because that's where I come from. That's my background. I was always thinking that I want the release to be that the instructors are able to do the full release in 60 minutes or 55 minutes. Very often the classes starts at the how do you say it, full hour, like 6 o'clock, and then you have to end the class 6:55. So you have 5 minutes to get the people out, and then the new group will come in. So that was the idea of YOGAFUNC, that you have to fit it. It has to fit in a short time. So that's what I did, and I really enjoyed it. When I was teaching online, I really enjoyed it. Yes, you have the strong push-up track, and then it was rotation, and then forward bending, and then it was relaxation. I was like, wow, I really enjoy it. So, YOGAFUNC reset. Here it is. I will continue. So now remember, you who will be disappointed. I know some of you will be disappointed. I will do the new releases. I will go back to the start almost. Oh, a small change. I will do the tracks 9 forward bending, up to 9 forward bending, 10 rotation. That is the change we did. I don't know what year that was. We changed it around. And now I will keep the new way we did, or we do it. So 9, same as half vinyasa, full vinyasana. So 9 is forward bending, right? 10 is rotation. I want to keep that together. So YOGAFUNC and full vinyasa will be together. And then 11 is hip opening, like in full vinyasa, but then relaxation. So I will shorten the concept. I will go back to the start, almost to the beginning. So it's almost like YOGAFUNC reset is like almost going back to YOGAFUNC original, the class that we did in 2011. Because at some point I started building the class towards a more like a normal yoga class. And all of what we have done, those are good additions. They are great additions. It makes it a better yoga class. But YOGAFUNC is not yoga. YOGAFUNC is this class where we just do it, boom, done. It's tracks 5, 6, 7, 8 are the high, the strong tracks. And then after that, boom, boom, we come down and we chill, go home. So that is what is happening. So YOGAFUNC people, 1 through 9, or 1 through 11 normally. I was actually considering to do it exactly the same way as I did release number 1 and the beginning releases. But I'm not going to go there because I do enjoy the fact that we have the deep hip opening. And I do still want to keep the connection between YOGAFUNC and full vinyasa, half vinyasa. When I say full vinyasa, it's also half vinyasa, basically, theme-wise, like the structure of the class. So I was considering doing all the way back to release number 1, but I do enjoy the deep hip opening. It's an easy thing for me to do. Also, this will help me or make it easier for me to keep doing these releases. So if you like it, great. If you don't, you still have all the old releases where you can use those tracks number 12, 13, and 14. It's only 3 tracks that I'm cutting out, basically. You always have those old releases where you can use those tracks. Go ahead and do that. But I will not produce them. I will not create them anymore. I will make it a little bit shorter so it's more compact, just as it was when we started, as I wanted it to be. I just lost myself in the creative process of making a great yoga class, losing the essence of YOGAFUNC. Okay? I hope you understand this. So It might be a disappointment for some, but from my perspective, I think the concept is better this way, to keep it shorter. Because one idea of YOGAFUNC was that it would be a way for people who don't practice yoga to come into yoga. But if our concept is 70 minutes long compared to 45 minutes long, there's a difference, right? So I don't think we need to give a full yoga class, but rather have a YOGAFUNC class, because it's different. Energetically, it's different when we have the shorter, compact class compared to this long one. Okay? That's regarding the concept. That is what I will do. So now, release number 46. It's ready. I'm now filming these tracks. I've filmed it's in this channel. Please subscribe in this channel. And I'm actually putting those songs that I do get copyright claims, but YouTube, thank you, or the music producers, the music companies, whatever you call them, allow this to be like this now, at least for now. Maybe not all tracks, we will see, but the first 4 tracks are okay. So I do get copyright claims, but I still stream, or not stream, but I film them and I upload them here. Of course, one reason is that I want people to find this class, because if we get new people here, that's great. That will just make it more certain that this concept will continue. And like I said in the beginning, I'm going to be just straightforward. There's always an option not to continue this. So if you think like, I don't think we don't really need this anymore, that's fine. Then let me know and we'll just fuck it. We'll just let it go. That's okay. I can live with that. If that's the case, I will do up to 50, release number 50, just to have that number. We have 50 releases, then we ditch it. That's fine. I can live with that. But I think there is value. That is why I was considering to do this restart, to have a team of people to do it with. But now I've decided I will just do it like this. And community. I'm not building a community. I will leave that to you. And I don't know how to deliver this in a way that you would understand it, but I hope you still do understand it somehow. I'm not the person that builds communities. Like, for some people that might sound weird, because you think like, no, I think you are the person. I'm not. I enjoy being by myself. I don't need people around. I don't like building a community. For me is a struggle. It's something I have to do, but that's not what I love to do. It's not that simple. It is more complicated than that. But if I'm truly honest towards myself, I love to be by myself. I don't need you next to me. I don't need to do that. I don't need to have this community. But I think the concept needs a community. So this is something I understand. Having a community around the concept, or having a community like online yoga, this Om Yoga community, having this community supports the activity. But I am not the person to do that. So that's, I'm trying to deliver this to you. I am not a community builder. I'd rather be the crazy carpenter yogi in the background somewhere in a dark room, and I spit out content for you to do what you do. Do the great things that you do with it. So when I'm saying this, I'm not, I love the community, but I don't have to be a part of it. I have tried to do that. I have done it partly successfully. And that is why some of you see me as this community person, but I'm not. Does it make any sense? Anna, are you still here? Anyone? Daniel, do you understand this? It's like, like I said, it's complicated. It's not that black and white. It's more complex, because I do enjoy the it's like I love to have the community, but me not being in it, like me not being not in it. That's wrong, but I'm not the one who does it. I'm the person who would love to sit by the campfire and look at the stars by myself. Sometimes I can have people around with me, and that would be great. But in general, I like, yes, you are the idea guy, Anna said in the chat. Yes. I'm not the community guy, like hey, let's do this together now. So I leave the community for you. I think the concept needs, it doesn't need it, but it's a great thing for the concept. And I really do appreciate you doing it, because some of you are great. That is something that feels important to you, to be involved with it. But yeah, I like to be by myself, and I hope you understand what I'm trying to share here. So don't expect, like, well, many of you already know, when you try to communicate with me, you might write something to me and you don't hear anything from me, because I don't know. Like my wife is a therapist. I've talked with her. Like I know, I explained like this. I know from your perspective, her therapist, from your perspective, this might sound like alarming, but I don't need people. I just don't need to see my friends. I don't see my friends. I don't hang with anyone. Sometimes sauna, sometime a workshop and a campfire, but in general, no thank you. I'm fine by myself. Okay, let's continue. Almost done. Sauna is almost ready. So YOGAFUNC will continue. I will do the release, I will spit it out, and I will share it on my YouTube channel, YOGAFUNC. Please do subscribe. So I will keep doing that. If no one if no one is interested, I will eventually end it. And it's not like I'm threatening to. No, it's just that if I don't see that there's a need for it, then we can end it. But it's my child, so in a way, I kind of like to do that. So I will do it through YouTube, and then I will do, when I have the release, everything filmed, then I will do a recording where I actually instruct it and post it to Patreon. Now, Patreon community. Again, that is something that is not easy for me, and that's like, I know that I should be the community person in the Patreon page, but I can't. That's not who I am. But I will do the recordings to Patreon. So if you do want to support my work, if you think there's value for you with what I do, please become a patron to support my work. So if you do YOGAFUNC, 10 euros a month, 30 euros per program, it's not that much. You will, especially now thinking about the instructors, you will actually earn money from the concept that I create. So, I don't know. I think it's just logical that you can share some back, right? So, I do appreciate that a lot. That means a lot. And who knows? Maybe we could somehow get people to find this concept. If there would be more people who become our patrons, become a part of our Patreon page, the community that I wanted to build, but I just have to be honest about it. I can't do it. Because I've talked about community a lot. I've talked about the value of it. I've talked about how we want to build it. And I do enjoy it, but it's not me who should do it. I don't know. Maybe I crazy, like, secretly was hoping to Terje to do that. I don't know. It's not for me. Terje is a much better community person than I am. So, support our work, because the more people we have there, the more freedom I have to choose how we do this. But I do also like carpentry. I do like to work with my hands, work with the tools, and the physical work I do there. I do enjoy that a lot. Okay, so I think that's it for yoga. If there's a lot of questions, YOGAFUNC people, then just post them below. I will answer them, or use Patreon page to message me. Those are the options. I don't give any other options. Of course, there's email, but I don't promise I will read the emails. Eventually, I will ditch the email. So, use Patreon page to message me, and or comment below here in this channel, and I will see them, and I will do my best to respond. About yoga, online yoga. I don't have a working microphone. I was thinking that I could. This is my son, Max Jesper. He's a big boy already. Online yoga classes. I could do one class a week. I can't give you more now. I can't, because my work is so physical that I just, and I do want to also to do my own training to become a badminton champion. But so online yoga for now, at least. See, I was talking about this. I was open about it. I was saying that if I can't produce enough income, then I have to make other decisions. And I've made those decisions because I realized that I'm studying carpentry. I like it. I like to work. There's a way for me to get a regular income to secure our life, 2 kids, cat, and a wife. And I would rather have me produce some security to our family rather than have my wife do all the work, right? So that is the case. I just couldn't continue doing online classes, even though there was quite many of you, and I'm really appreciative. I don't know how you say appreciative. I appreciate it, and I appreciate a lot that you actually do support our work. Thank you. But I can't commit fully to that. The carpentry takes a lot from me, so happy wife, exactly. Happy wife, happy life. Exactly. So, what did I want to say about that? So online yoga at the moment, I can see myself do Monday evening classes where it could be like a changing class. We have a set time, whatever that it could. For me, it could be maybe something like 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And then we would have a class, and then next week we could do a different class, and then we can always do the recordings. So then we would have more and more recordings for you. Half vinyasa, full vinyasa, mostly. Ashtanga yoga as well, but there's no point in creating more and more Ashtanga yoga classes. And of course we know that half vinyasa and full vinyasa are superior yoga practices compared to the old Ashtanga yoga. Yeah. So I will not go back to doing daily online classes, at least for now. Never say never. Everything is possible. When one morning I wake up and there's like 300 people screaming, Jocke, come and do online yoga now for all of us. We will come to your classes and we will support your work. Then I would consider this again, but that's not really realistic at the moment. So I will do the carpentry and I will hopefully do a little bit of yoga. But before that, I need to do a little bit more carpentry so I can buy myself a microphone. When I have the microphone, I can teach like this. So when I have a proper microphone, then once a week a class is something that we can do. So if that interests you, let me know down below. Then workshops, retreats. I'm not the community guy. See, that's the difficulty for me in many things, is that to do something successfully, you need to have certain things. You need to believe in the thing you do fully. I do believe in yoga, but at the same time, I also understand that many people see yoga differently than I do. Koskenpää. Yes, let's talk about that, Anna. Let's talk about that. I will come there. So, many people have different ideas about yoga, and I have my own ideas about yoga. So I'm not good in selling, quote unquote, selling yoga, because I'm not that, I don't believe it. I'm not a believer of yoga anymore. See, when I started doing yoga, and when I was preaching to people about yoga, I was a believer. Hallelujah believer. of yoga. Not anymore though. So for me, it's really difficult. Like sometimes we've talked with Daddy also, like, okay, what could be like, and she had some ideas, but I can't do it because I will not be successful in it because I'm too honest, and I'm like, nah, nah. I'm not gonna sell. I can't sell, quote unquote, sell it because I'm not convincing because I don't believe it in a way that I should and the way that people do. That when they do these 15-minute yoga classes for you to lose belly fat and get enlightened at the same time, they actually, many people believe that. Or if they don't, then they're just full of shit. And I can't do that. So I'm not gonna be a great seller of my yoga classes or my yoga retreats because I'm too me. But there was also other things I wanted to say, but I forgot that already. So at the community part, yes, I'm not. I want to do that, but I'm not the dude to do that. Like if I would be wired differently, or if I would be me 5 years ago or 10 years ago, I would be great doing it. But now not anymore. But I like simplicity. I like simple things. So for me, it's not a problem to have let go, let be, let grow. So let go, autumn, fall, depending if you're British or American. So it's this time. We just went past that moment where now we can see that. Look outside and you can see it. Leaves are starting to drop. The darkness has now come. This is a specific important time that is around us. So let go. It's when it's time to let go of things. And to do a workshop, I've like planned all of this already. Some of you have already joined us. Anna has. So let go is about letting go of some of these internal blah blahs that we have, our stories that we have. Let be is in the middle of the winter, the darkest time of the year. It's about stillness. It's about getting in touch with that part of ourselves, the stillness. Not the blah blah, but absolute stillness. And then let grow. Spring is the time to expand again. So let go is going inwards. And let grow is about expansion again. This is what we see in our lives. And I can see myself doing this. Maybe a retreat. I will mostly give Terje the main role there because I am me. But I can be there and I can do the thing, but I don't know. But I want to keep it simple. So those are on the table that we can do that. I don't have anything planned yet, but it seems like now the world is, yeah, I'm not going to say more normal, but it's maybe we can do some of these things. So it is a possibility. So definitely no one other than Anna is listening to this anymore. These people who would be interested of this. But let me know in the comments below or use the Patreon page to talk to me. If you have my phone number, it's yeah, maybe you get it from WhatsApp, but maybe I changed that. So I'm just kidding. Of course, you can write me through the chats. But yeah, that's a possibility to do to Croatia. Anna, are you doing workshops there? You would be the community person probably. If you do something in Croatia, Croatia is. I was looking at some cycling. What was it? Was it crow race or cycling competition? Croatia seems beautiful. Are you in Croatia now? Or where are you? I don't know where you are at. So, okay, yeah. Anna said that yes, I could put one together. Great, great, great. So everything is possible, but I most definitely do honor the way I am, and I'm just gonna be straightforward to the from now on to the future. Okay, great. You are in Croatia, so I will be. I'm not the community guy. I'm just not. But I do see the value in community. I do understand it. Most people need community. I do not. But most people are normal. I am not. So people do need other people around. And regarding yoga, it's great to do it together if you need that. Okay, so I'm done now. There's probably something I could talk about for hours and hours, but my sauna is warm and electricity is expensive, so I will go. Say hi to Max Jesper. Max Jesper says hi. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, basically YOGAFUNC will continue as long as I see there's value in it, and I will do it. I will do it to YouTube, and Patreon will get then the instructed classes, because YOGAFUNC, the YouTube will only get this. Well, check out the classes that I've done. Check them out. But I will instruct classes to Patreon. Okay? That's all for now. And let's talk again one time. If you have any questions, Anna, I will give you, there's a little bit of a delay. I will give you a little bit of time, so you can just write a question or comment if you want. But I'm always concerned how these things come out, especially as I say straightforward things, and I realize that not everyone understands exactly what I'm trying to. Okay, Anna says this all makes sense. Thank you. Not everyone understands me, so if you don't understand, or if you feel disappointed, I understand that as well. So that's okay. But I wish you all well, and who knows? Maybe we practice yoga together one day somewhere. Maybe online a little bit. Maybe in the forest of Koskenpää, or the beautiful cliffs of Croatia, and the beaches. The beautiful beaches of Croatia. This talk is much more, I know Anna says this talk is much more normal than others. Anna, you're not that normal though. You have to consider that. But thank you. Thank you very much. Have a great one. It's weekend, rest, and have fun. Have fun, get fit, never quit. Thank you very much.